Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the strongest wizard, and tonight is indeed fight night. And we have my man, White Moon, on the left-hand side, rocking out that Rob Lucci, as well as John Suko on the right with that red and blue Marco. And Marco's going to start us off here. We can use leader ability, or we could just drop this Ezo, searching top 5 for a Whitebeard Pirates card, grabbing that 7-cost ace, and then just passing the turn. And it looks like White Moon doesn't have anything to play, so we are going to go ahead and just pass it right back. We see a 5k swing going into life. We're going to drop the Hamepo as counter and then play out the 3-cost Dofi to rearrange our top 5 and then just passing it right back, putting it on the very top of our deck. Quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost. DXN Provisions, the only place where I get all my sealed product. And guys, right now they have a ton of OP08 sealed product as well as singles. So if you're interested in some One Piece product, check out the link below. Now, we did just see a 5-cost, we did see the 5-cost ace coming down, dropping out the Marco off the very top of the deck, as well as a 5k swing connecting into White Moon. And now White Moon is in the position where, what happened? We take a look at the board here. We have the Dofi as well as the 5-cost and the 4-cost, like I did already mention, and it kind of feels like Marco just swarmed the board just a little bit here, and it does kind of feel a little overwhelming, but no fear, this is Rob Lucci here. We are able to clear boards in a matter of minutes here. So definitely not sure if we can clear the board just yet, since it is very early, on top of the fact that we only have 4 cards in trash as well, so that is a huge factor to mention. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what happens here. 5k swing going into a life. We're gonna go ahead and minus 1 cost on the Dofi. We are gonna go ahead and just take this life. This could have been bait here actually. If we would have been able to block and remove the Marco off of the board, it could have just gone to the trash and not being able to revive if we didn't do so. So it looks like White Moon knew kind of what he was doing here, actually lowering the cost of the Dofi. So now, if we take a look at White Moon's hand, we have 2 Ice Ages as well as 2 Gecko Morias, a Blessing and a Curse. Once we get to 8, we're kind of flowing here, but we are kind of just a little bit clunky on the way there. And we are going to go play out the Rob Lucci to get rid of the 5-cost Marco, the 5-cost Ace, as well as the Dofi, and then pass the turn. So getting rid of 2 bodies that turn was pretty good here. And we are going to go ahead and drop the Ezo once again. Searching top 5 for another card, grabbing the Atmos, which would be fantastic right now. A huge tempo shift here, playing out the Atmos to bounce back the Rob Lucci, and then we attach 1 Dawn to our leader. Look at the top card, add a card to the bottom, swing 6k into life, it does connect, we swing another 6k into life, and White Moon does not want to go down to a 2, so we are going to give him a Sabo as well as a Rebecca for that. Now, we do have an Ice Age. We also have the Brook in hand. The Brook could get actually rid of the Marco since it trashes from the field and doesn't actually KO. Would completely go around that. So we could swing 5k Ice Age. I mean, here's the issue, right? I mean, we use another Ice Age. We already used 2. We already used 2 Ice Ages, so that would be quite a lot here. So 5k swing going into the Marco. We give him the 1k counter 3-cost Dofi, and we have, like I said, we have an Ice Age in hand. We have enough for a Tempest Kick is what it looks like, but it looks like he might be eyeing that 5-cost Sabo as well. I mean, 6-cost Brook would actually just do the case here, but no, we are at 8 Dawn, so that is a Gecko turn. We're going to go ahead and play out the Rebecca to play out the Hamepo, and we are going to play out the Brook off of the Rebecca to get rid of the Atmos and just pass the turn, prioritizing the Atmos over the Marco, of course, just because if we KO'd Marco, we would just come back. So completely understand that. So White Moon playing that correctly as well, setting up another Gecko Moria. Now Rebecca can be quite easily removed off of the board here, and it looks like John Suko is at, I believe we're at 9 Dawn. Yeah, we're at 9 Dawn. So playing out the Rayleigh, we're gonna minus 3k off of the Sabo. I'm sorry, off of the Gecko. we're going to minus 2k off of the Himeppo using Rayleigh ability. We're going to KO the Rebecca. We're swinging 2k into 2k, which is the Brook. And that is really good. This is a fantastic turn coming here from Jonsuko. Being able to remove quite a few bodies off of this board, which does clearing out the Brook. And we could swing 5k or 6k into the Himeppo, but we are going to go ahead and just swing into life instead, and then just pass the turn. Now the damage does actually stay, or the reduction of this power of both these characters. So this is a 6k Gecko Moria, which is rather weak, but it is still a body nonetheless. 6k isn't too bad here. Now I'm imagining if I'm White Moon, I need to get rid of this 8 cost Rayleigh, right? I mean, we got to get rid of that boy. We know we have the Ice Age, we have the 6 cost Brook, as well as another Gecko Moria. How do we want to play this out? I think we need to get rid of the Rayleigh no matter what. I don't think we can get rid of the Marco that easily. It's really unfortunate. I feel like we could have gotten rid of the Marco a lot earlier, and then now it's just presenting us problems. Like it's a 5k swing every single turn that is unremovable, and yeah, it's an issue for sure. So with 5 down, we're going to go ahead and play out the Sabo. We're going to draw 2 trash 2. We need to get some sort of cycle going on, so completely understand that our hand is quite bricky. We're actually going to get rid of the Brook, since we don't have enough Dawn for it anyways, and it does feel just a little too slow now. And it looks like we could get rid of a Spandam. Okay, so get rid of the Spandam here. We know we have the Ice Age once again. We can swing 5k plus Ice Age and then play a Lucci. But we are swinging 5k. We're going to reduce the cost of Rayleigh. Swinging into the Izo, quite interesting. Ice Age, making that a 2 cost. And now we have the Rob Lucci to get rid of the Izo as well as the Rayleigh. So we're going to bottom deck 3 cards to do so, and then just pass the turn. Just kidding, we're swinging 6k into life, giving him the Himeppo, then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Now both of these characters do go back to their original power level, so quite good there. We're going to attach 1 Dawn onto our leader. We're going to minus 2k off of that Gecko Moria, and we're going to play out the Sanji, which is going to play out the Ace, reducing it even further by another 3k. We're swinging 5k into 4k, but we are going to swing with the Marco first. We're swinging 6k with the Marco, and then now we swing the 7, which we end up giving him the Zabo, and we can swing 5k into it. It looks like we're gonna go ahead and just pass the turn. Yeah, keeping the Marco up. A little afraid to go all out into our life too. I'm not sure exactly how much counter Jonsuko has in his hand, but definitely realizing that as a possible threat. So, and we present ourselves with another turn where Rob Lucci plays the game. How do we wipe the board? 9k swing into the Ace is rather unfortunate, but we have Marco. No fear, Marco is here. We're gonna go ahead and block with Marco. We're gonna use Marco's skill to revive it, pitching a Marco, and now we have to think. If I wasn't to get rid of the Marco previously, this wouldn't be an issue. But that is in the past. So we are going to try and see and figure out what we can do to actually stay alive in this game, as well as remove a couple bodies. I'm not too sure if we have any Ice Ages left. I know obviously most of these lists are writing 4 as well as Tempest Kick, so the reduction is there, don't worry. With swing 5k going into Marco, we're going to actually reduce this could be Ace, this could be Sanji, and this is the part where Rob Lucci players have to really figure out and calculate how we're going to reduce for the turn, and is it worth it? If we make one mistake and reduce something and realize I don't actually have enough for this character, it can completely go sideways. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think Rob Lucci is a big brain deck? Do you think it's very difficult to pilot? I'm really curious to see what you guys say. 5k swing does not connect, pitching the Jozu to counter out of that. And now we see the Tempest Kick coming down, reducing a character by 3 cost, as well as drawing ourselves a card. which we did end up seeing already, which I believe was another Ice Age. So that is our third Ice Age for the game, and we're deciding which character to hit here. We could hit the Sanji, making it a 6-cost character, playing out the Ice Age, making it a 1-cost character, and then playing Rob Lucci, since we do have it. And we're swing 6k into the Marco. I do like poking at this Marco, just really chipping his hand away. We see the Ice Age coming down, dropping the Sanji to 1, and like I said, we're gonna play the Gecko. Who needs Rob Lucci when you have the Gecko? So playing out the Rebecca to play out the Spandam, and it looks like we're gonna go ahead and search top 3. We get the Spandine is what it looks like, since that is our only target out of the top 3. And then playing out the Rebecca, do we have some counter? Grabbing out the Brook to just play it out instead, and then to get rid of the Sanji and then pass the turn. Quite an efficient play here, quite an efficient turn. We only have 3 cards in our hand, unfortunately, which is quite unfortunate. Only 3 cards in our hand. We have Ace, our leader, and Marco to attack with. Now we can still get rid of this Rebecca somehow, some way, I guess. Do we still need to though? As long as we have another rusher on board, John Suko doesn't know that White Moon is absolutely has a handful of no counter. He literally only has a 1k counter in hand. So it looks like we're going to attach 1 Dawn to our leader. We're going to use a skill here, grab our top card of our deck and place it to the top or bottom. And we have the 0 cost, which we end up keeping, putting the Ease at the very top. And we're deciding which character to give the -2. We're actually going to give it to the Rob Lucci. We don't have any more larger characters to play out anymore, so we are swinging 7k into life, and it looks like Rebecca might take this hit. We only have 1k, but we're actually gonna go ahead and take it here. We attach 1 more Dawn, swing 7k. We're gonna block it, and now we play out the Dragon. This has Rush, giving 2 to Marco, 7k swing, and we take it since we have no counter, and John Suko wins off of that Dragon attack. Thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP08 content coming out soon. See ya!